What's up, y'all? My name is Aaron Mallory, aka Mr. Let Go, and today we're going to talk about why do men pull away? Let's get it. The reason why I decided to do this particular video is because I seem to get the same questions over and over again in my DMs on Instagram. By the way, I'm Mr._Let Go on Instagram. So I just felt like this is a burning question for a lot of other people, even on YouTube. This sudden need to pull away out of nowhere usually comes from the person feeling like they're going to lose their freedom. See, a lot of people who have been single for a long time, they're afraid of the next step. So there's a lot of habitual daters out here. There are a lot of people who literally want something. A woman may want a good man, or a man may want a relationship with a woman, but they're afraid of what comes along with this commitment. Some people are simply afraid of losing their freedom, and that is part of the avoidant attachment style. If you have not watched the avoidant attachment style video, make sure to watch that video. I got it in here. So with all that being said, it's not necessarily a man just playing games, just trying to get what he wants and leaves. That is an issue also, but sometimes people literally have an embedded fear of what is going to happen next. Is this person capable of actually loving me? Because they may be looking at you as somebody that's not trustworthy. And it's not that you've given them signs that you're not trustworthy. They may just be thinking that the opposite sex as a whole isn't trustworthy. So all of this relationship talk and, going out on dates and spending time with each other, looking at movies together, that feels good. But when it gets to the point where you guys start having these conversations about, okay, do you want kids? Do you want this? Do you want marriage? Now the person starts thinking about all these different things like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And sometimes, this is what's funny. The avoidant person, or the person that is this habitual dater, they may be the ones telling you like, I see us being married and you're the perfect person for me and I want to have kids and all these different things. And you get excited and you're not even the one that's pushing this stuff. They are. And all of a sudden, they disappear. Or they start acting distant. Two things are going on in that person's mind. One, that person may possibly be dating other people and they may have chosen another person instead of you, which doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It may just mean that they see somebody else that fits this narrative that they're projecting onto probably all the people that they're dating. They may be looking at the other person the same way, like, oh my God, you are the person that I want to marry or settle down with. And it's not that this person is simply just saying stupid stuff to everybody they're dating. A lot of people date their type. And you may be somewhat the same type of person that the other person is that they're dating also. Because I always would let anybody know, male or female, when you date, it would help you in the long run to date different people and find the best candidate. Because let me give you a thought process. Because you may be thinking like, Aaron, why would a man be doing this and doing that and saying all these different things? Real quick, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Are you liking this video? If so, hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. And if you're liking this video, don't forget to leave a comment. All right, back to your regular scheduled programming. Well, I want you to think about this. When you go to a job interview and you have a great rapport with the interviewer, right? You guys are talking and when it's time for them to sit down and say, okay, you know what? We're going to make sure to give you a call because you are the candidate that we're looking for, right? And then what happens? They pick another person. It's not that they're lying to the candidate. That person is what they want. But the other person is what they want also. And they can't hire both people. So they aren't selling you a dream, this man or this woman. They're just letting you know that you are the candidate that they want. They're just not saying candidate. So until a person literally tells you that they are ready, because that's another part, that they are ready to commit, they are ready to go in this direction of starting a family, talking about marriage, actually saying, I want you to be my woman, or I want you to be my man. You can't necessarily just take everything they're saying and running with it, because what is the use of having words without actual actions? So I know you're tired of men playing games. I know you meet a woman and she says she wants all these things, but she doesn't really want them for real. You may be right, or you may be wrong, because some people love the vision of it, but they don't necessarily want to live it. And some people actually want what they actually are saying, but they may be seeing two different candidates that fit this same description, and they pick the other person. Either way, it's not an indictment on you. It's not saying anything bad about what you're doing, but at the end of the day, it's important for you to take notes on what you actually seen as a pattern. If you're dating a person and they pull away, and you date another person and they pull away, because they may be telling you that you're the perfect person. There may be a but though. And a lot of times, sadly, the other person isn't going to tell you the but, especially if you're a woman, because men don't necessarily tell women that they did this too many times or they don't like this. They just simply pull away. So there's two sides of this. It may be you, and it's not saying that you're a bad person, but it may be a pattern that they are slowly starting to see. Say me and a woman are dating and she is the woman that I see myself being with. Once I see that woman as being the woman that I want to marry, I literally start watching her a little bit more. I'm not really just letting go of certain things that she may do or don't do or say or refuse to say, because now I'm looking at her as wife material and not just a girl that I'm looking to have fun with. So the things that I don't like, I'm really paying attention to. The things that I have an issue with, I'm really paying attention to. I'm not ignoring any red flags because I see this woman as somebody. If she's like condescending, or she's like rude to other people, or she has this jealous streak, or she's really insensitive, or she has some insecurities that are starting to bubble over instead of not just be normal, because everybody has insecurities, but her insecurities are starting to just bubble up out of the pot. That in particular may cause me to pull away. And you may ask, well, wouldn't you just say, hey, you're this, you're acting like this, so they can change it? With men, and I'm just being honest with you, we don't really feel comfortable telling a woman what she's doing wrong. Because not every woman, but from our experience as men, we would get a deflection. We would get, well, I don't say anything when you do this. You're telling me about this, but what about when you do that? And next thing you know, your issue that I had with you never gets addressed. Now it's me being the issue. Now you're talking to me like, you know what? See, this is what I'm talking about. Would you want somebody that's perfect? And then now I'm sitting here like defending myself, and I'm trying to help the situation, not change you, but at least outline some things that I don't like. So we can go forward. We could if you change A, B, and C. But in a lot of cases, we as men, we don't have that luxury. Plenty of women in my past have told me, Aaron, you're selfish. Aaron, you're this. Aaron, you're that. And I was able to work on it. But when we as men come to you as women and say, hey, you have this selfish streak. Hey, you're this. You seem to be that when this happens. There's a lot of times we get deflection. Oh, what about this? What about that? And then we end up getting to the point where we just pull away. So yes, sometimes we men pull away from women because we see a glaring issue that we do not think is going to be addressed if we bring it up. Now, some of you may say, well, be a man and say it. We do say it. We do say it. But a lot of times, not every, but a lot of times, it just simply doesn't get addressed. I want you to look back in your past and see, did a man actually address an issue? And what did I do? How did I respond to it? So I hope this video helps you out, because like I said, it could be an attachment style issue. Watch the video that I did on attachment styles and see if you fit one of the descriptions and see if he fits one of the descriptions. Because if you're an anxious attachment style and he's an avoidant attachment style, there's a possibility that both of you are in a way subtly problematic for each other. Because overall, I always believe in paying attention to self and not just the other person doing this. Because when you see a pattern, when you see men pulling away over and over again, and you talk to your friends and men have pulled away from them also, it may not necessarily be men pulling away being an issue. It may be you and your friends, because a lot of times birds of a feather flock together, right? So your friends may have the same issues. They may have the same habits as you do. So while you're talking to your friend and you're like, oh my God, these men are this and that, you both may be doing the same things that may be pushing men away. Now, am I saying it's your fault? No, but it's important for every last one of us to seek ourselves before we seek another person. And how do you seek yourself? By understanding yourself more. So like I said, check out the video I did on attachment styles. So let's do this. In the comments, I want you to do two things for me. I want you to let me know what you think your attachment style is after looking at the videos on attachment styles. And what is your love language? Because if you don't know his love language and you don't know your own love language, this can be a possible reason why a man or a woman may be pulling away from you. You may not be as self-aware as you think. So if this video actually helped, like I said, leave a comment, which is very important. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give this video a like. Give this video a like. Don't just ignore the like button. Y'all have a wonderful day.